Be recorded.
Now, so in today's session, we are going to discuss about the JSON parser class. And by using the JSON parser class, how can we parse the JSON content? Now let's see practically in this case. Like whenever you are invoking a third-party web service, whenever you are invoking a third-party web service, the third-party web service is going to be returning the result in the form of JSON format. The third-party web service is going to be returning the result in the form of JSON format. Whenever if you're receiving the response in the form of JSON format, then how can we parse that JSON content? Then how can we parse that JSON content? Now let's see practically in this case. Whenever if you want to parse the JSON content, we are using the help of JSON parser class. We have to use the help of JSON parser class. That means now. So in this case here, let's see. So I have a web service in my Java application. This is my Java application. Java application is having some web service, which will be receiving the city name as input. Based on that city name, it will collect the respective the city's weather information from the database. It will be returning to you. So in this case, I'm having a Salesforce application. From the Salesforce application, I'm making a request to this web service. That means I'm invoking this web service. I'm calling this web service, okay, as a request. So upon invoking this web service, I'm passing that city name as input parameter. Based on that city name, the web service will be collecting the respective city's weather information. That weather information will be sending to that Salesforce application as a response. Then how it is passing this information? It will pass this response in the form of a JSON format. It will pass the response in the form of JSON format. Now you know that how the JSON content look like. That will be in the form of key and the value page. So the provider is going to be returning the result to that consumer in the form of JSON format. But now the Salesforce application will be receiving this JSON format of content. Once the JSON format of response has been received, then we need to convert this JSON format of content into our own format. That means we have to parse this content so that we can show the respective values in our applications wherever you want. Whether you might be storing the data into your Salesforce objects also, no problem. Or else this particular response you are representing on the Visual Force page also, no problem. If you are passing this data to another web service also, no problem. So in this case, always we have to parse this content. Parsing means what? We have to convert that information from JSON format to our object type here. Then how can we parse this content? That means JSON string to, okay, JSON string to your object type. That means a deserialization. So in this case, we are using the help of a class called as JSON parser class. Okay, we are using the help of a class called as JSON parser class. So by using this JSON parser class, we can able to parse this content. We can able to parse this content so that we can split each and every key and the values, and we can get every element values also. That facility is available over here. Okay, that facility is available. So now here in this case, how can we use this JSON parser class here? Whenever if you want to use this JSON parser class, first of all, we have to create the object of this JSON parser class. Creating the object of JSON parser class. JSON parser is the standard class which has been given by Salesforce inside the namespace system.json. System.json. Like for example, assume that I'm having a JSON string. I'm having a JSON string. Now, for example, let me give the syntax. I'm having a
Excuse me,
JSON
sir.
string. Yes.
Sir, to retrieve data, why won't we use the Ajax format, sir?
Ajax. Why Ajax?
To get
Ajax,
the data, sir.
Ajax is not a format. Ajax is not a format, right?
Okay.
Ajax is not a format. If you want to make some format to be understandable by multiple applications, then we have to use that either JSON or XML, not the Ajax. Okay. Now, so now here in this case, I'm having some string, like as some JSON string. JSON string equal to, here we can specify the string information. We can specify the JSON content, whatever you want. JSON content. Now I want to parse this content, okay, by using JSON parser class. For that one, we have to use system.json.json parser. JSON parser. We can specify, okay, we can specify the object name. Okay, we can specify the object name. Object name equals to, we can specify system.json.create parser. Create parser. Here we can pass the JSON content. JSON content. That means this is the JSON content that we have. Okay, I want to pass this JSON content, so please create an object of JSON parser. It will create the object and that object will be storing inside. So by using this JSON parser class object, we can able to parse this content from starting to ending. We can parse this content from starting to ending. How to parse this content, and as part of this JSON parser class, what are the various methods are available, and let's see practically in this case. Now, for example, assume that I'm having a JSON string product JSON equals to, I'm indicating this. I'm going to storing the string, which should be in the form of JSON format. I would like to specify the values. Okay, I would like to specify the value. So now here I'm indicating that product code, I'm indicating 1001. And then I'm indicating that product name, I'm indicating some laptop. Okay, laptop. This is my JSON string here, for example. So now here in this case, I'm adding one more. So now I'm indicating price. Okay, price. Here I'm indicating the value some 35,000. This is the JSON string that we have. I'm having the JSON string which has been started with the flower braces and ending with the flower braces. And in that one, I'm having multiple elements are available. This is one element, this is another element, and this is another element. Each and every element will be segregated by using a comma. So this is the first element, this is the second element, this is the third element. Each element has been separated by using comma. It has been started with flower braces, it is ending with the flower braces also over here. Now, when coming to this element, this is the key and this is the value. This is the key, this is the value. This is the key, this is the value. Okay, now in this case, whenever if you want to parse this content, each and every part will be treating as a token. It may be key, it may be value. This is one token. This is one token. This is one token. This is another 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 token. That means we need to traverse, we need to parse from starting to ending, where I'm treating each and every part will be treating like as a token. It may be key, it may be value, everything will be treating like as a token. This is one token, this is another 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 token. Like that, keep on, we need to traverse from this token to this token, and from this to this one, and this to this one, from this one to this one. Like that, keep on, we need to traverse. Each and every part will be treating like as a token. So whenever if you want to parse this content, we have to create the object of JSON parser class. So that we are creating the object here. System dot JSON dot JSON parser. I'm indicating that P parser, like a some product parser, you can give any name. I want to create the object of the system dot JSON dot create parser. Create parser of that JSON string. Where is that JSON string? This is the variable in which I'm having the JSON string. So this is the product JSON is a string variable in which the actual JSON content is available. So please create a parser object in order to parse this content from iterating from starting to ending. By treating each and every part will be as a token. It may be key, it may be value. Everything will be treating like as a token. So in this case, how can we parse this content over here? Whenever if you want to parse this content, then we are using the various methods. We are using the various methods. So what are the various methods are available? Now let me explain that method. Now, as part of this JSON parser class, we have so many methods are available. So as part of this JSON, we are going to be treating each and every part will be like as a token. This is one token, this is one token. This is the key. Key also a token, value is also a token. This key also a token, value is also a token. Everything will be treating like as token. In order to get the current token, we have a method called as get current token method. Get current token method. So what is the use of this method? This method is used to get the current token inside this JSON string. Now, it is used to get the current token inside the JSON string. Because we are traversing from starting to ending. So whenever the cursor is available in this place, then I would like to collect this current token. What is this current token? To get this current token, I would like to use that get current token method. Now, the next one. So once this current token has been collected, then to move forward to the next token, whenever if you want to move the cursor to the next token, we are using a method called as next token method. Next token. Next token is nothing but this is the value. So in order to move the key from this particular cursor from this first token to the next token, we are using a method called as next token method. So it moves the cursor to the next token available in the JSON string. Now, it will move the cursor to the next string, next token available inside the JSON string. Inside the JSON string, whatever the next token is available, to move to that next token, we are using this next token method. Now, for example, it is available in this token. I would like to collect this value. Because key will be always a string, I would like to collect the value. This value will be of type what? Numerical. It may be string also. It may be decimal also, whatever. In this case, in order to collect these values, okay, to collect this value, that value may be a string type, where that value may be a numerical type, that value may be a boolean type, whatever, null type also, whatever. In order to collect that, we are having the various methods. First one is get text method. Get text. It will collect the current token value. If it is a string, now it returns the current token value over here. That means what? If the current token is of type string, then we can get that current token here. It returns the current token value. in the form of a string token value. Suppose if this current token is a numerical, then if you want to get that value, then we have to use the method get integer value. Get integer value. This method is for what? If the current token value is of type integer, nothing but no decimal point, then we can get it here. Now, if the current token is a integer, then it will return the integer value. Next, if the current token value is a decimal, if it is a decimal, to get that value, we are using get decimal method. Get decimal value. It returns the current token value if it is a decimal. If it is a decimal value. Like the similar, if it is a Boolean value, then to get that, get Boolean value. If the current token value is a Boolean, it returns that Boolean value. It returns the Boolean value. That means current token value. If it is a Boolean. If it is a Boolean value. Next, get date time value. If the current token value is a date time, then we can able to get it. It returns the current token if it is a datetime value. Datetime value. Like that, we are having the various methods are available as part of this JSON class, JSON parser class. JSON parser is a ready-made class which has been given by Salesforce in order to parse the content from by iterating from starting to ending by treating each and every part as a token. By dividing this each and every part will be as a token, keep on we can traverse from one token to another token. Whenever if you want to get the current token value, for example, currently we are at the first token, my cursor is at the first token. To get that current token value, we are using get current token method. Once the current token value has been collected, if you want to move forward to the next token, we have to use a method called as next token method. So the next token is nothing but what? Value. That value may be either numerical, value may be decimal, value may be Boolean, value may be integer, value may be string, value may be null, whatever, anything. In this case, so if it is a numerical value, then we can able to get that value by using get integer value method. If it is a decimal, we can get that value by using get decimal value method. If it is a Boolean, we can get that value. If it is a date time, we can get it. So in this case, we can raise a question, sir, how do we know it is a decimal? How do we know it is a Boolean? How do we know that current token value is a string? For that one, we are having an enumeration. We are having an enumeration that is called as JSON token. JSON token enumeration. JSON token enumeration is a set which will be indicating some set of options. It will identify the current token type, what type of value the current token is, whether it is of type numerical or integer or decimal or string or Boolean or what. How do we know whether it is the starting of this object or not? Whether it is starting of the object or not, whether it is ending of the object or not, if it is array or not, if it is an array, whether it is starting of the array, whether it is ending of the array or what? How can we identify? For that one, as part of this JSON token enumeration, it is having so many constants. So it is having the various constants are available here. In order to know the current token type, what type of value the token is, this token is a numerical or Boolean or decimal or what? How do we know? For that one, we are having that various constants. The first one is field name. That means we identify whether the next token is what, is it a field name or not. Suppose, for example, here I'm having this one. This is what field name. This is the value. This is the field name. This is the value. This is the field name. This is the value. So, in order to know this current token is what? Is it a field or is it a value? If it is a field, then what is that field name here? For that one here, to know whether it is a field or not, we are using this field name. And then after that, so whether it is a starting of the object or not, starting of the object or not. That means whether the cursor is at the starting of the object or not. This is the starting of the object or not. Whether it is the ending of the object or not. End object. Whether it is the starting of the array or not. Whether it is the ending of the array or not. Whether it is the ending of that array or not. And then, is it a value null or not? Is it a null value or not? Is it a value string or not? Whether it is a string or not. So now in this case, if the current value is of type true, value true, is it a true value or not? Is it a false value or not? Is it an integer value or not? Value, okay. I would like to specify the number. Number. Is it an integer value or not? So that we are indicating int. And then, is it a value number float or not? That means decimal value or not. Like that, we are having so many constants are available as part of this JSON token enumeration. This JSON token enumeration is used to identify the current token type. What type of value the current token is? Is it a field? Is it the starting of the array? Is it the starting of the object? Is it the starting of the ending of the array, ending of the object? Is it a numerical? Is it a string? Is it a boolean? Is it a true? Is it false or what? If I know that, based on that, then I can use this respective method. So to get that, if it is a numerical, I will use this method, get integer value to get that token value. To identify the token type, we are using this, okay, JSON token enumeration. Okay, to identify the current token type, we are using this JSON token enumeration here. This is how we are identifying this. Okay, this is how we are identifying this. Now here, whenever if we are going to be parsing the JSON content, we have to use these two mandatorily. We have to use these two mandatorily. The first one is we are using the help of, okay, we are using the help of JSONParser class to parse that one. Second one, JSON token enumeration in order to identify the current token type, what type of token it is. So now let's see how can we do that. How can we parse this content? Let me show you practically. Now, let's see here in this case. For example, let me take a small JSON string. For example, assume that I would like to integrate with a web service called as some postal pin code. Postal pin code. Postal pin code API. It's a government website which is used to get the details about that postal department based on the pin code number. Based on that pin code, we can able to get the details about the postal department. We can go to this API documentation. Here we can see that. So this is the website, okay, which we have to use. This is the website. Here we can specify the pin code number. Let me collect this website name. I'm placing inside this browser. Here we have to specify the pin code number. For example, I'm indicating, okay, like as 500038, which will be returning all the postal department branches which are available in that postal pin code 500038. 500038 is a SR Nagar pin code number in Hyderabad. So it is indicating some response over here. This is the response it has written. Let me place this one. This is the response. Here it is indicating that we have 2 pin codes are available. Nothing but 2 branches has been found. With this pin code, we have 2 branches has been found here. This is the first branch information. Okay, it is indicating like as array. This is the first branch information. And this is the second branch information. 2 branches are available here. This is the JSON content here. 2 branches are available. This is the first branch details. Okay, it is indicating this. It is indicating. This is the second branch details. This is the JSON string it has written to me. So in this case, it is returning that name of that branch is some Sanjeev Reddy Nagar. Description some null. Branch type some sub post office. Delivery status delivery. Circle Andhra Pradesh. District some Hyderabad. Division some Hyderabad city. Region some Hyderabad city. Like that. Here I am having some string content is available. Assume that let me take up to this part. Okay, let me take up to this part. For example, this is the JSON string which I have. So this is the JSON string that we have. Name Sanjeev Reddy Nagar. Description null. Branch type sub post office. Delivery status delivery. Circle Andhra Pradesh. District Hyderabad. Division Hyderabad city. Region Hyderabad city. Assume that this is the JSON string which I have. Now I would like to parse this JSON string here. Okay, now I would like to parse this JSON string and then I want to show these results. Okay, I want to parse this JSON content here. How can we parse this JSON content? Now let me show you practically in this case. Okay, how can we parse this JSON content? I would like to parse this JSON content here. Let me show you how can we do this practically. Okay, this is the JSON content I would like to use. Now, let me take a small use case. Where I'm writing this entire thing. Now, so now here in this case. So now let's see, let's take a small use case. Create an Apex program to parse the below JSON content. Write an Apex program to parse the below JSON content and represent the result on the debug log file. on the debug log file. So this is the JSON string. JSON content is, this is the JSON content. This is the JSON content that I have. I would like to parse this one. How can we parse this JSON content? Now let me show you. Assume that third-party application has given this JSON string to me here as a result. Now I would like to parse this content through programmatically. How can we do this? Okay, now let's see practically in this case. Now, let me take a small example on this. Let me go to my Salesforce instance. So let me go to the developer console to take a class. Now let me prepare a new class. Like as postal pin code parser. Postal pin code parser helper. So let me prepare a method inside this public static void parse JSON, parse JSON content. I'm preparing the method. This is the method which I have prepared. Now here I would like to write some piece of code in order to parse this content. So what are the JSON content that we have? Let me place this JSON content over here. Now string postal JSON. So now here I'm indicating. This is the JSON content which I have. This is the starting of the JSON. This is the name and then description, branch type, and the entire content is available up to the last. Okay, enter content is available up to the last. Now this is the JSON content that we have. Now first of all, create the JSON parser class object. So for that one we have to use this system dot JSON dot JSON parser. System dot JSON parser. JSON parser. I'm indicating this postal department parser. I'm giving the object name as p parser. You can give any name. And then how to create that parser by using system dot JSON dot create parser. Create parser. We can specify the JSON string content variable name. JSON string content is available inside my variable postal JSON. I'm placing that variable inside my method. So now it is going to be creating the object of the JSON parser class, and then through that object we can parse the content from starting to ending, and then we can able by iterating that content here by using the in terms of tokens. In terms of tokens, we can able to take each and every piece and we can able to parse the content as well. Now, then let's see how can we do this one here. How can we parse this content? I would like to start iterating this content from starting to till ending. It is having so many tokens. This is one token, and this is another token. 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 All are tokens. So you would like to keep on iterate. For that one, we have to use one iterative statement. That means, for example, I would like to use while iterative statement. Okay, in order to parse the content from starting of the token to till the ending of the token. That means till we are reaching to the next token is null. Because once you reach to this last token, after that, what is the next token over here after this one, Hyderabad city? After this Hyderabad city token, what is the next token? Null. Nothing is there. There is no more tokens. That has been end. That is the last. So till I'm reaching to that last. For that one, I'm using that while iterative statement. While p parser dot next token not equals to null. That means please iterate this particular token, okay, from starting to last, okay, till we are reaching to that last. Now, so now currently my cursor is available inside this here. So get the current token. Current token is what? Name. In order to get the current token, I would like to use that method called as p parser dot get current token method. So I'm indicating if p parser dot get current token equals to is it a name or not? That means is it a field name? Is it a key or is it a value? Key means what? Is it a field or not? If it is this is the field, this is the value. This is the field, this is the value. This is the field, this is the value. Field means key. Okay, field means key. Is it a field name or not? So how do we know whether it is a field name or not? For that one, we are going to be indicating JSON token dot is it a field name or not? It is having so many options. Is it the end of the array, end of the object, field name, not available, starting of the object, starting of the array, and then value false, value null, value float, integer, string, true, like that we can able to identify. So now the current token is a field name or not. That too, if it is what field here, name. If it is a name, I would like to go to the next field. That means next token, I would like to collect this value. So name field value, nothing but name field value is Sanjeev Reddy Nagar. So that I would like to check whether this field value is name or not. So that I'm indicating p parser dot get text is equals to name. Whether it is the name field or not. Okay, whether it is name field or not. I would like to identify here. If it is a name, then what we need to do? I need to move the cursor to the next token over here. For that one, we have to use p parser dot next token. So then cursor will be moving to the next token. Here, get that current token value over here. What is this current token value? This is the name, branch name over here. I would like to print. So now system dot debug branch name is, I want to show that. Okay, branch name pparser dot get text. Because this is the string value, so I'm going to be using this string value here. Okay, now I'm collecting this. After that, I would like to check. After that, I would like to check. Else if I would like to check what is the character token value over here. If pparser dot get character token is equals to JSON token dot field name, and that too if that field name is equals to description. Okay, if the field name is equals to description, then I would like to collect that information as well. Now,
Yeah,
so now here in
Firoz.
this
Yeah, Firoz. Here we have less
pparser
number of fields, right? Hello.
description, yes,
Yeah, here we have less number of fields because we are checking each and every one name and description. If we are more number of fields, how can we check it manually?
then
It's not.
in this case manually also we have to manually only we have to check. Suppose if it is an object, okay, if it is an object, directly we can able to dump in the form of object by using deserialize method. By using deserialize method, we can able to dump in one shot. There is a possibility. Okay, that I will show you in tomorrow's session. Okay, tomorrow I will take up one more example. There I will show you if there are multiple records has been written, then how can we pass? Suppose for example, I'm giving that city name as, okay, city pin code as, assume that, let me show you. I'm indicating this pin code as 500001. Okay, it's a Hyderabad pin code. If I'm indicating, it will give so many number of branches. With that pin code 500001, so many branches are there. Totally, we are having 5 branches are available. Suppose, for example, I'm indicating the pin code like this, 522124. Then it is indicating so many branches here. Lengthy JSON content is available. In this case, how can we pass? There is one more mechanism is available by using deserialize method. I will show you in tomorrow's session how can we do this. Okay, but
Okay.
actually this is a manual process. This is a manual process we have to do.
Okay.
Now, so now I would like to move the cursor to the next parser, pparser dot next token, and then I would like to get that value. System dot debug description is, I would like to show pparser dot get text. Now, else if pparser dot get current token is equals to JSON token dot field name. That too, if that field name is what? What is the next field name? Branch type. If pparser dot get text is equals to branch type, then what is the value I would like to collect? For that one, I would like to move the cursor to the next line here, next to token, and then get that branch type value. System dot debug branch type value is, I would like to collect pparser dot get text, and then else if pparser dot get current token is equals to JSON token dot field name, and that too if that token name, if get text is equals to, I would like to check what is the next token over here. Let me check. So this is the delivery status. If it is equals to delivery status, then I would like to move the cursor to the next line, pparser dot next token, and then I would like to collect that. System dot debug delivery status value is I would like to collect. Parser dot get text. Else if parser dot get current token is equals to JSON token dot field name and parser dot get text equals to what is the next token name? The next token is circle. If the token name is circle, then I would like to collect that value. Parser dot next token, and then I would like to display that system dot debug. Now the circle value is I would like to represent. Parser dot get text, and then else if parser dot get current token is equals to JSON token dot field name, and that too if this token text value equals to district, I would like to collect the district value here. If it is equals to district, then I would like to move the cursor to the next line, next token, and then display that system.debug district value is I would like to show that parser dot get text. Else if parser dot get current token is equals to JSON token dot field name, and then parser dot get text is equals to what is the next token here? The next token is division. What is the division value? I would like to collect it. I would like to move the cursor. Parser dot next token system.debug division name is parser dot get text. Else if parser dot get current token is equals to JSON token dot field name, and that too get text is equals to. So what is that current text here? The current token region. If it is a region, then I would like to collect that value. Parser dot next token, I would like to show that region name. Region name is parser dot get text. So I'm collecting all this token value. I'm parsing the content from starting to ending. I'm collecting each and every token. Based on the token, I'm going to be identifying whether it is a field or not. If it is a field, then what is the value of this field? I'm collecting that value by moving the cursor to the next token by using next token method. Let's see that here. I would like to execute this piece of code in order to see that each and every token value separately inside this. Let me invoke this method here. Go to the execute anonymous window, invoke this method. Postal pin code helper dot parse JSON content. This is the method which I have prepared. Now let me execute this piece of code. Now it is showing the result over here inside the debug log file. Let's see that each and every token and the value we can able to see separately. Select the debug only checkbox. Now it is indicating that this is the branch name. This is the branch name. This is the description value, branch type, delivery status, circle name, district name, division, and the region name. Like that, each and every part we can make it segregate. The possibility is available. So here I'm showing in this debug log file, and the same thing we can store in our database also. The same thing we can show on your Visual Force page also, wherever you want, depends upon your application requirement. This is how we are going to be using the JSON parser class in order to parse the JSON content, which is so that we can able to parse the content from starting to ending, and then we can able to represent that data on our Visual Force page, or we can able to pass to that another web services also over here, or else you can store inside your database also. Wherever you want, you can do that. That facility is available inside it. Okay, these are the two things we are using: one class, one enumeration. Now, so this is how we are using this JSON parser class. Tomorrow, I'm going to be discussing about one more example. Tomorrow, I'm going to discuss about one more example where how can we invoke a web service. For that one, we are going to be using three separate classes: HTTP class, HTTP request class, HTTP response class. And then what are these three classes? What are the various methods are available? And then how can we invoke the third-party web services by using these three classes? We'll see practically how can we get the response, how can we show that response on our Visual Force page. We'll see practically in tomorrow's session. Tomorrow morning we'll be having this, okay, the example. First of all, tomorrow morning we'll be discussing about the concept of approval, and then we'll be discussing about the feature called as flows, and then we'll be having this HTTP classes concept. Okay. So go through this JSON content, okay, the JSON parsing methods, because whenever I'm going to be discussing about invoking the third-party web services, we are going to be using this JSON parser mandatorily. Without the JSON parser, we can't parse that content here. Always you have to use this JSON parser classes.
Because inside this if class you are using p parser dot next token, right? So which token it will take, that current in that loop, the current token, or it will take
the current token.
Okay.
That's what we are using to get current token, because keep on we have to move the cursor to the next one. There we have to get that current token at that cursor, and then move the cursor to the next token. There you can get that current token value at that cursor place, whatever the current token is available, like that.
Yeah, in the loop, inside that loop class you are writing current token, but after that inside loop p parser dot next token you have used, right, that method.
Yes, that's what, because see, initially my cursor is available in this place. First of all, this is the current token here. Okay, what is the current token value? I'm collecting this. Is it a field or not? Okay, because this is a field, this is a value. So how can we segregate that? We are having a colon symbol. This is the colon symbol here.
Okay, we are taking the value for the token.
Yes,
Okay.
right. For that one, to get this value is in the next token place. So that I'm moving the cursor to the next token by using next token method, I'm getting that when the cursor is moving to the next token, cursor is available here. So I'm collecting that value by using getText method. Like
Okay, okay. And you are using JSON.field name, right? In that if loop. Why we are using both? I mean, p.parser.get method is enough, or why we are using that field name class here?
So because suppose for example, here I'm having some lengthy information is there. So, but I don't want to show, okay, but I don't want to show the description. I don't want to show the circle. In this case, how do we know the current token is a circle or not? For that one, to compare that, we are using JSON token. Is it a field name or not? That too, if the field name is equals to name or not. Here we can compare. If it is circle, just leave it. Okay, just you can move the cursor to the next token over here directly. Skip that part. For that reason, we are using two conditions. Is it a field or not? If it is a field, that too, if the field name is equals to name or not, then we can enter into that. We can get that value. Suppose some field values I don't want. At that time, we can skip it here. For that reason, we are using two conditions.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah, Firoz, like we have passed this string value directly, right? So how can so by using the HTTPS, I mean, like invoking method, we can provide the string dynamically, right?
Yes, right. That's what tomorrow's example.
Okay, so dynamically, so whenever we click on this request, it goes and pick up the pin code details, and it will place here, right?
Right, right.
Directly.
It will place that one.
Okay.
Then we have to write that code to pass that content, show on our Visual First page. I will show you
Okay.
that real live example as well tomorrow.
Okay, fine. So whenever we use a third-party services, do we need to store in our local database, or we can just like place on the Visual
It depends
Force?
upon the application. It depends upon the application. But basically, we used to collect and we used to store inside our local database also. That means in our Salesforce objects, we need to store that information.
Okay. So or else
Okay.
we can directly place it on the
On the
Visual
Visual
Force
First
page.
page also. Yes, yes, right. Show on the Visual First page as well.
Okay. So you're going to give us an example of both of them, right?
Sorry?
You're going to give us the examples of both of them,
I
right?
will
I
be
mean, like.
showing that how to show on the Visual First page, how to store, it's your choice. Okay, it's your choice. You have to store into your database by passing the value to the field. You can insert the record directly insert. That's it, nothing else.
Okay, okay. You should create an object for that.
Yes, right.
Okay.
Okay.
Like Firoz, like what about the inbound and outbound messages?